It's Friday lunchtime, time for some comedy sports. Please welcome to the field your ref, Sean Mason.
Hello and welcome to Comedy Sports. If you have been doing your homeschool half term, we hope you've been having fun. And now you're ready for some Friday fun times at lunchtime with Comedy Sports. We have two teams, as always, ready to get you giggling with improvised gags and games, and we'll be getting your suggestions from the chat to determine who wins. So, we need suggestions from you throughout the show. We'll be coming into the chat to get those. We'll also be going there to get your votes to see which team wins. Because it's a sport, and sport needs winners. No room for draws here. So what else do I need to tell you? Yes, this is Comedy Sports. It's a sport. It's comedy. There are fouls. There are two fouls that we'll be honouring. First of all is the brown bag foul. This is a family-friendly show, so if anyone says something that's a bit rude, they will have to wear a brown bag over their heads. Of course, we're doing this from home, so they'll have to use whatever bag is near them. It could be a brown bag, it could be a suitcase, it could be one of those little green compostable bags that you get for your food waste. Who knows? Who knows? But hopefully we'll never find out, because no one will do a bad word. That also applies to you. So if you're in the chat, do keep it clean. It's daytime. There's families watching. Come on, especially you. So there's the brown bag foul. The other foul is the groaner foul. That'll be called if someone makes a joke so bad that comedy keels over and dies, and we all need to clap our hands and say, I do believe in comedy, I do, to bring it back to life. You can call those fouls, I can call those fouls. Let's see what happens. That's enough from me for now. Let's go to Felix to introduce today's teams.
Today on the red team we have Kate McCabe with the captain Chris Tavener. On the blue team we have John Cooper with team captain Lucas Kirkby. Please welcome back to the field Sean Mason.
Hello, yes, it's me. I'm back. So hello everyone in the chat. Hello to our players. How's everyone feeling today? Ready to do some comedy sport?
I am very impressed that Lucas is now drinking out of a wine glass.
Yes, I'm drinking milk.
Oh, come on, man.
So, for anyone who has been a long time watcher of these, you'll already understand what's going on. But if you're just joining us today and haven't got a clue what's going on, Lucas has had a long history of drinking the wrong liquids from the wrong receptacles. We'll also be celebrating that wrongness soon with some new and exciting merch that you can buy to help support our players. Good plug, Lucas. Good. But they're not ready yet, so that's all I can really say.
ComedySportz wine glasses.
Yeah, not ComedySportz wine glasses, but something special. I'm going to make it tantalising, like you don't know what's going to happen. John, you were wearing a pirate hat. You're now not wearing a pirate hat.
When? I wasn't.
Can I also just say that a lot of people have been asking for this special guest, and I finally managed to get Toby!
Yay! Yes, Toby isn't Lucas's cat.
No.
Just a cat that likes to live in Lucas's house sometimes.
Oh, look at Toby.
So, look at
Handsome
him.
chap.
Making a mockery of social distance. So, red team, I mean, I've wasted all the banter time on the blue team, so I hope you're good. I need to decide which team goes first. So,
The red team.
Yeah, okay. Red team, because you said first, you get to decide what the opening game is. What would you like to play?
We challenge the blue team to a game of What Are You Doing?
Do you accept, blue team?
Yes.
I feel like Toby is going to basically destroy that house.
I love him.
So, sort yourselves out, and I'll get some suggestions from.
John can go first while I stroke Toby.
I need. So what I need from you, the audience, is initials. We need initials for now, and then later we're going to need some one-syllable words to rhyme with, like frog, or cat. Marianne says 5 points for Toby. So add 5 points just for Toby. Not for the blue team, but for Toby. And we need some syllables from you. This is the game of what you're doing. So who is starting? It's John and Kate. So let's say if the initials were JC, Kate would start doing an action like this, and then she would say, and then John would say,
What are you doing?
Jolly crumbs.
and then John would start acting out that action.
What are you doing?
Juggling cats.
Right, Toby, where are you going? Oh, come on, get in the mix, Toby.
And so on, so on. That's how the game is played. So we have some initials now. We're going to go with EK. EK. And John, you can start. EK, off you go.
John, what are you doing?
Electrocuting kippers.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna put these cords right into this fish bowl full of... Oh, God, karma's so instant!
What are you doing?
Editing Kryptonians.
Jor-El, you're here. Yes, Jor-El's here. Kal-El, are you here? No, you'll have to go. Sorry. That's him.
What
gone.
are you doing?
Oh, I had one and I've completely lost it.
John had one, but he completely lost it. So that
I
means
was overcome with my own Superman references.
there was a lot of Superman references. The House of Owl. But John will remove himself and Lucas returns. And that's a point for the red team as well, for anyone keeping count. Let's go with HR. HR. And Kate, you can start with HR.
What are you doing?
Hiring rabbits.
Yeah, so how much does it cost with the carrots?
Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm at Harry Ramsden's.
Oh, those fish and chips. Oh, wait, 20 pounds? You gotta be kidding.
What are you doing?
Hoisting Rolos.
Don't worry, Grandma, they're on their way.
Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm a hungry rhino.
What do I even eat? I don't know. Grass?
What are you doing?
I'm forgetting what letters we're using.
No, I will not accept that blatant disregard for the English language, Kate. Go away. Be ashamed of yourself. Blue team, you win that round. Let's get one more set of initials. DB. DB. We'll go with DB.
DB.
DB. And Chris, you can start. DB, off you go.
Hey, what are you doing?
Data boring.
Oh, 57. Enter.
What are you doing?
I'm a dumb butler.
Doors of the way for you, absurd.
What are you doing?
Delta Bravo.
Delta Bravo, I'm following the police down the avenue and I will get them soon.
And Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm detaching Bron.
And boom, there we are. All the hair fell off. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
What are you doing?
Determining badly.
And it is, in my judgment, I believe that Chris and the red team should be the winners.
Well, but he's doing it right. That don't make any sense. We should be the winners.
Oh.
Yeah, it got weird. But because Chris didn't play the game correctly, ironically, the blue team won that round. So
that was his game all along.
All along. If anyone is wondering why I keep looking over in this direction, that's because the laptop that we're running the show off today has a broken screen. So it's currently hooked up to our television, which is over there, but you're over here, and it's very confusing. So apologies if it looks like I keep checking over here. You've all come back. Cool. I was going to do one more round, but you're all back now, so I won't.
Oh, I just came back because it's rotating out, but I'm happy to move on if that's what you decide.
Sure. Let's it's got weird. Felix, you tell us what the scores were.
Well, the red and blue team have some points, but who cares? Because Toby's got 5!
Hey! There we go. So Toby celebrating there by turning his back on the audience.
I don't even care about the match anymore. I just want to watch.
I feel you. It's definitely Friday. Lucas, you won that. Blue team captain. What would you like to do? Like to play or pass?
We would like to play, and we would like to replay.
You like to replay? Excellent. Red team, make themselves scarce. They already have. Look at him. Look at his little face.
I love that it's like they know it's a person and they're not using him in the background as well.
Yeah. Look at him, Toby. Game of replay. We need from you. We're going to need a few things from you. So first of all, can I get please? I'm going to use one of the words that we didn't use in the last as the basic suggestion. So what we need from you are going to be some film styles, some theatre styles, and a number between 1 and 30. So film styles, theatre styles, and a number between 1 and 30. And I'm just going to get the basic suggestion from one of the words. Okay. I'm going to go with this because the world seems to be on fire right now. The suggestion is hope. It's hope. So you have 1 minute. I will time you, and that 1 minute starts now.
My lord, I am afraid the situation is very stark. The enemies are closing in, and we do not have enough army to defeat them.
What you say? We don't have enough men to defend ourselves?
No, a lot of them are busy shopping.
What about the secret weapon? What about Toby the Tiger?
Toby the Tiger, but he's not trained, my lord. We don't know if it could work.
Well, we have little chance left. If we are to prevail, if there is any hope in this kingdom left, we must set Toby loose upon the enemy.
Okay, I shall now release the Toby.
Prepare for war.
Attack!
Go, Toby.
Attack!
Attack, Toby.
Oh, he's ignoring us!
He's not attacking. We've spent months training him as an...
There we go. That was your 1 minute hopeful scene about war.
Yeah.
So there we go. Let's see what suggestions have come in. Yeah, we're going to start with a romantic comedy. So we're going to see that scene replayed as a romantic comedy starting now.
My lord, oh, I've fallen over and dropped my staff.
Oh, you clumsy, sweet thing.
Yeah. I'm afraid the enemies are coming and then we don't have enough men. I know I don't have enough men in my life.
Have enough men to defend ourselves, but that's terrible. You mean that it's just going to be you and I locked together in this castle until the Hun arrive?
Yes, but remember the secret weapon.
The secret weapon?
Yes, who we are not romantically involved with in any way. It's Toby the Tiger.
Toby the Tiger and his secret Cupid cannon of love? Go, Toby, attack the enemy and save the world with your loving strokes. And
Meow, I will. The kingdom is saved with love in a funny way.
Well, that was certainly very romantic. So let's go to. We're going to see that replayed again now. Yes, we've seen a cat romance. We're going to see that. I'm going to take the number 9. The number 9. We're going to see that entire scene replayed in 9 seconds. Starting now.
My lord, the enemies are coming. We don't have enough men to defeat them.
what do you mean we don't have enough men? I thought we had plenty of men.
No, they've gone shopping. We need our secret weapon.
Yes, get the secret weapon, get Toby the attack tiger. Attack, Toby.
Attack, attack!
And that was the whole scene in 9 seconds. But I feel that we maybe lost some of the nuance there. So see it replayed finally as a we only had one theatre musical. We're going to see it replayed as a musical. So off we go.
My lord, the enemies are coming and we cannot defeat them.
We can't defeat them. We can't? Yes, we can. I'm sure we can. Prepare the secret weapon that we shall now rejoice in song.
It's Toby the Tiger. It's Toby the Tiger. He's looking out the window. He's going to go and fight the enemy.
He's not going to take any flack because he's a cat who likes to attack. He's a very nice feline and he's going to toe the line.
Meow, 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 meow.
Well done, Toby.
There we go. The game of replay with a special appearance from Toby, who turns out the best singer of the group. Is anyone else feeling a little bit like they're slowly going mad today? So blue team will go and red team will come back. Red Team Captain, you, where are you?
Here.
Hello, Chris. Red Team Captain, what would you like to play against that? Bearing in mind, you probably don't have a singing cat.
I don't know about that. Although I will say, Toby, well done with his lyrics. They did rhyme, so that is
They
something.
did, yeah.
We are going to play the game of auto cue.
Auto cue, fantastic. You set yourselves up and I'll explain, I'll get a suggestion. So what we're going to need from you, the audience, is a news story. Not a real news story, because all of those are sad, but something that might happen that is maybe made up. So a made up news story, which I know a lot of them are, but a happy one. There we go. And what's going to happen is Kate is going to read that news story to you in a very serious way. But unfortunately, there may be some issues with the auto cues.
Not for this professional. I've got it covered. Don't you worry. Everything will be fine.
And I will hopefully get some news stories for you.
Get that intern out of here. Don't want anyone on the shot.
Well, I'll be honest, they're all pretty much, they're all about Toby. I feel like Toby is this. Let's give 5 more points to Toby, Felix. I'm going to go with, some new ones, some non-Toby related stuff coming in now. World's biggest tower of, so we've got Toby is Tiger King. I hope not. That didn't end well for anyone. Toby the Cat wins Oscar for best performance in a musical. Toby wins a marathon. Cat best singer in Shock Revelation. Improv prevents heart disease. Well, I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but I mean, if it works, it works. They do say laughter is the best medicine after actual medicine. So I'm going to take a suggestion from Dana, but I'm going to, because it seems so popular, I'm going to amend it a little bit. So I'm going to make it Cat eats world's biggest tower of pancakes. A cat has eaten the world's biggest tower of pancakes, and we now cut to our reporter who will fill us in on the details. Off we go.
Right, thank you for tuning in to 5 Live's afternoon briefing. I'm Kate McCabe, and I have all the headlines that are fit to print. A cat has been sighted locally destroying pancakes. Too many pancakes is what the townspeople are saying for my liking. Yes, I am editorializing here. I think I have a certain number of pancakes that are correct, and that is my opinion. I am better than Emily Mathis. She has opinions, and sometimes they are very strong and very good, but I'm replacing her today for being too righteous. She's too correct. Everyone knows you need some false information in your news to keep you on the toes. Barbara, where are my dungarees? Barbara, where are my dungarees is the question on everyone's lips. I'm sure they were in the linen basket. I'm sure they were in the linen basket is what the pancakes pled in self-defense. I believe that's what's coming in right now. Sorry, but more details. Barbara! Barbara is a pancake personified. Barbara! Right. Pancakes everywhere are going to be destroyed by this cat. The pancakes are what we're calling them now because they are in a state of distress. The pancakes themselves are going to be in a state of real anxiety. You're in a star of distress is what is coming in now. We are all residing internally in a star. We are all made of stars, is what some poets have said previously. And that's no small moon. It's very big, although we have had the biggest moons of the year, I believe. They have been reported by our meteorologist, Tim Rainson. I never wanted to do this job, is something I wouldn't say, because I enjoy being a newscaster. I wanted to be a lumberjack. But instead of lumber, there were other things. Cheese. And Tim Rainson is going to be predicting when the next large moon is going to be happening, and we're going to get some more details on those pancake-eating cats. Moon schmoon is a thing we say about the moon. Bo-be-bo, poo-poo. Poo. Poo-poo-poo. Poo. Poo. Look 'em. We're just getting more news here. I'm getting more from my producers. I'm doing my best here. Shut up. No, really, just shut up to anyone who might be a naysayer in regards to Channel 5's credentials and newsworthiness. Get out of my chateau. Going to reiterate some of the items from some of the headlines here. Moon schmoon be poo 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 poo. Poo 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 poo. It's a day that will live in infamy here in the town of Cincinnati, which is where the cats have eaten the pancakes. And there is increasingly Nicolas Cage was in the film Moonstruck. Yes, he was, and that is something that not enough people are talking about nowadays. That's about moons. It's not really. Moonstruck is about a relationship between the character that Cher plays and Nicolas Cage plays, but not pancakes.
There we go. I don't know what we learned there, but thank you for that report, Red Team. So we'll bring back the blue team as well, and we'll go to you, the viewers at home, the audience. Who entertained you more? Was it the blue team and Toby with replay, or was it the red team with their news story about Toby eating too many pancakes? We'll go.
Too many pancakes.
You vote. He has him. Look at him. Look at his silly face, little silly cat face. Yeah. Alex has certainly descended on this show. So going back to the says Kate, your enunciation is top notch.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Whilst we wait for the votes to come in. So far, we've got 1 red, 2 blues. This is the content we deserve. Apparently, Daisy has just stood on a bee and was stung on the bottom of her foot. Well,
no, Daisy, no.
I both hope you're okay, but also feel it's what you deserved. Don't stand on bees; they're important.
That's true.
Well, Michelle has voted for red just because she's allergic to cats. So surprise there. Red, blue, Daisy, red. 1, 2, 3. I think it's going to be red. I feel like the audience has kind of got over Toby now and seen through the point getting tactics that the blue team is employing.
It's a real ploy.
You've been accused of playing dirty. As a ref, I remain neutral and say just go. But I'm going to give the points, 5 points, to the red team. So 5 points to the red team, please, Felix. And remind us what the scores are now.
The scores are 6 to the red team, and then we got 2 for the blue team. But guess what? Toby's got 10!
There we... Did he meow?
He did meow.
Oh,
Felix
delight.
said Toby's got 10 and then he meowed.
Yeah, look at the stupid cat face. Red team, you are winning. I mean, Toby's winning, but you're winning currently. What would you like to do now? Would you like to play or pass?
We will play, please.
You're gonna play. Excellent. Blue team.
I'm gonna
think
change.
about- What?
I'm just gonna change my background to what is actually happening right now. So just bear with me one sec if you don't mind, Ref. I think it's important to like understand what's happening. Here we go.
Everyone get ready.
Venetian blinds.
There you are.
Yep.
Right. Cool. I thought it was going to be a funnier bit than that.
No, it's just putting weird, sort of like noir-esque stripes on me. So-
It is. It is. It's like you've been laying down under a fence on a hot day. And
Never think I'm going to be funnier than this, Sean. You're going to raise false expectations.
Oh, well, we'll find out. Chris, what did you say you wanted to play? Did you say what you wanted to play?
No, I've not said what I wanted to play.
What do you want to play?
Competing with a cat as well as a blue team. We're going to play the game of Gamermatic, if you don't mind getting some of those initials. I think we had some before.
Yeah, well, let's get some more initials from our audience for the game of Gamermatic. So that's what we need. Just your initials or someone else's initials. A combination of 2, maybe 3 random letters. And whilst we get those 2 in, Kate, would you like to remind people about the stand-up course that starts?
Would I? Okay, so if you or you know anyone who might be interested in the subtle and delicate art of joke writing and performing stand-up, we are running a virtual course. It begins this Monday, and it runs from 7 to 8 p.m. on 4 consecutive Mondays. We also offer a little bit of one-on-one tutelage during the week, so you can have a bit of one-on-one time as well. And then eventually, when things return to sort of like in-person crowds, we'd invite you to do a showcase. All the details for that are available over on the ComedySportz.co.uk website. And if you're keen on it or know someone who is, please send them over there, and we'd happily have them aboard the class.
Excellent. Thank you for that quality padding.
Yes.
We now have suggestions. There was a suggestion of TOBY. Going to go with JK. JK from Stephanie Lawrence. So JK. Kate, what is the game of starts with the letters JK?
I got a game that is going to be a delight to play. It's called Just Kidding.
Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Chris, what is your game called?
July's Knowledge.
July's Knowledge. Okay, well, we'll go to the audience to decide. Would they prefer the game of Just Kidding? Bear in mind, we don't know what these games are yet. We only know the titles. Or July's Knowledge. So Just Kidding or July's Knowledge. We'll wait for you to decide. And once you decide, I'll do some plugging of my own. So we have the stand-up workshop starting on Monday. We also do regularly hold Saturday improv classes, 3 till 5 British Standard Time, Saturday afternoons. This week, Lucas is hosting one. Maybe Toby will turn up. Who knows? And that's all about finding games within scenes. And that's going to be a really fun class. Great opportunity to kind of play, connect with improvisers all over. Just have some fun, learn some stuff. There is Lucas's face.
Sean, can I quickly plug something as well?
Yeah, go on then. Felix,
That's a bit.
that is a bit. Felix, 3 whole points for the blue team for that
So happy
I'm not
to
even
see
going to
that.
argue about
So
that. That was
good.
great.
Yeah.
quality bit. And those are the kind of quality bits and games that you could be learning in Lucas's workshop tomorrow. So let me just check in with the audience.
Just Kidding's going to be a great game if anyone wants to throw a vote in for Just Kidding. I got
It might be, but there's
real
only been a
special.
couple of votes, and the
Come
votes so
on.
far have been for July's Knowledge,
Oh,
because
come on.
people like a good mystery. But
All right.
like a J.J. Abrams film, once you learn the truth of the mystery, it won't be as exciting as you thought. I think just because those are the votes that have come in, we're going to go with July's Knowledge. So, Chris, how's the game of July's Knowledge? Well, first of all, what kind of suggestion do you want me to get?
What sort of suggestion? Let's have something that. Oh, there's a question. Let's just get a non-geographical location.
A non-geographical location. So somewhere like a shop or a toilet or garage, a non-geographical location. A location that could be anywhere, but isn't somewhere like Manchester or Stoke. Or
Those are two places.
Yeah, those are the three places. So none of those, but maybe a place within those. So whilst we wait for those to come in, I'll also remind you that this show is free, which is why it has that lovely homemade feel. But if you would like to make donations, you can by going to www.comedysportz.co.uk/virtual. So, Chris, whilst we get the suggestions, explain how July's Knowledge is played.
Well, here's some words coming out of my mouth now. So, July's Knowledge is Kate McCabe, as we know, is an American, all right? Now, July is when they had Independence Day. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be in a situation, and Kate will basically be trying to drop in facts about either the month of July or America in general. That's the thing. She's got throw in as many of those as she can. She's essentially obsessed with July in America.
Okay, thank you for that. I think I understand the game.
There's so much cat hair on this flag.
Well, we're going to go with bathtub, I think. So this scene is going to be set in a bathtub, but a very patriotic one, no doubt. You have some time to play this game, and that time starts now.
I can't believe we floated out to sea in this bathtub.
I know, it's not really giving us much room, is it?
No, and there's no land in sight, Jeremy. But I'll tell you what is in sight. Freedom, which is something that we fought for on the year of 1776.
1976?
No, 1776. I was caught up in my own head. And,
your own origin story. Yeah, no, I understand that, but I mean, sure, we've got freedom, but we're floating in the middle of the ocean. I don't see. I would like slightly less freedom right now, given the choice.
Well, we could go back to calling freedom French fries, I suppose. Did you also know that sauerkraut was rebranded in America as Liberty Cabbage during World War II? That is a fact that I think is important to share with you in this floating boat in the Atlantic.
It's funny you should say that. The only food stuff I have is this jar of Liberty Cabbage.
Oh, thank God.
Since 2003.
Well, I think it's worth it had the freshness pop, so, I mean, it's definitely worth trying.
What does that taste like?
I mean, it tastes like sauerkraut when sauerkraut isn't on a hot dog, and you'll notice I'm not calling it Liberty Cabbage because I don't think it deserves that label, quite frankly. But did you know that labels are something that many Americans are proud to wear on their coats and outer garments? We enjoy wearing flag pins. We enjoy wearing buttons that talk about our political candidates. A lot of Americans wear bumper stickers on the back of their cars. I notice that's something that your culture doesn't really engage in.
Wait, I can see a ship. We need to get their attention.
Friendship is something that many Americans would like to try to engage with. Did you know that the first pen pal was invented in 1812 by an American woman called Libby, Massachusetts.
The boat's getting away from us. We need to get the boat's attention somehow. We must have something here.
Oh, sure. Well, here's a flare. This flare was something that I brought with me. Did you know that you're allowed to carry 14 flares with you onto most American commercial flights, but not a bottle of water? Here's one of the flares. Flares are also something that Americans wore in the 70s. They're a style of trouser.
Red,
Amazing.
white, and blue.
Did you know that America invented the sky? It's true. We were...
There we go. That was the game of July's Knowledge, where I feel like we learned a lot about America.
True. All those things were facts.
So that was game of July's Knowledge. Audience, keep that in your brains for later. But let's bring back the blue team. Blue team, what do you want to play to counter that?
Well, I think despite the 3 points I got for plugging something in, I think we're still slightly behind.
You are still behind, yeah.
We would like to play Art Critic, please.
Art Critic, fantastic. I will get. So you need a person, an activity, and where they are. Correct?
Yes.
So audience, we need a person, an activity, and where they are. And who's going to guess?
I will guess.
Lucas is going to guess. So Lucas, can you obviously look at somewhere that isn't your screen? Are you reading a book today?
Yes, I'm going to read a bit of Much Obliged Jeeves by P.G. Wodehouse.
Excellent. Cool. You continue to read that. John is now going to draw. He is going to paint for us a masterpiece. And Lucas will actually have to, art is open to interpretation. Try and guess what John is actually drawing for us. So I'll go to the... did not prepare for this. I'll go to the chat for suggestions. Let me get a pen.
A person, a place. What was the third suggestion?
Activity.
There they are. So, first of all, I'm going to go with this because someone suggested it and then someone went, yes, that. So,
okay. Whatever that is, I'll find out in a second.
Okay, so I've got the person.
Okay. Where would that person be? Where a place that person might or might not go.
Okay, I've got what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I need a location. Location. Okay.
Location.
I'm going to now. This suggestion I know has come from an American, so I'm going to make an assumption and correct them. And I'll explain why later, and they can always tell me if they meant what they meant afterwards. And apologies if you didn't. So, just make sure Lucas is not watching; is still reading. So, John, you will be drawing this person. Can you see that? This person.
Yes.
They will be doing this activity.
Ooh. Yes. Okay.
And they will be doing it in this location.
Oh, I can't see.
I'll give it a sec.
Is lifted higher?
Can you read that?
Yes, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Right. Lucas.
Yes.
Are ready to start.
I've got
John
to
is.
turn around slowly now because Toby is now on me.
You don't want to startle him. Right. You have Very James Bond villain-like, that turn as well.
Thank you.
You have 3 minutes to get these, and that time starts now.
Yes, welcome to the ComedySportz Art Gallery. Now, this is one of our most prized pieces. Everybody has just loved this as soon as it was released. And I think one of the main things that people enjoy is, of course, the main figure depicted in the piece. Now, of course, it is a male figure, a very prominent figure in popular culture, known famously for his curly blonde hair and armband and club, which he would always swear. So I'm right. Okay. Of course, this piece is an abstract piece, as you can see. The brushstrokes are very good. Oh, and of course, it is the chef Gordon Ramsay, I believe.
Correct.
Now, of course, that's just a part of this fantastic piece. Now, of course, the location, or in fact the activity, as it may be, is also an amazing part of the piece. You know, he is, of course, doing his laundry.
Also correct. You've got 1 minute left.
Because he's got a very stained shirt, probably with all those mucky foods he's been playing with. And but of course, you know, where is this piece set? And I feel like this is the most important part of this. And at the minute, he is just under a height restriction barrier at a car park. No, of course not. He is, of course, I believe. Oh yes, I believe he is at the Tower of London, or Tower Bridge, as it might be known. Right.
Yes, that is correct. There we go. That is the game. So, Lucas, if you'd like to just remind us exactly what that picture depicted.
It was Gordon Ramsay doing his laundry near Tower Bridge in London.
There we go. So that's 3 points to the blue team. Dana, a lot of Americans call Tower Bridge London Bridge, but it's called Tower Bridge because it has towers. London Bridge is actually a smaller bridge. And fun fact, an American tried to buy Tower Bridge, but because he called it London Bridge, he bought London Bridge, which is a small bridge that no one really knows about. And oh, how embarrassing for him.
Although, fun fact there, Sean, that is actually not true, but thank you.
Also, it's in Lake Havasu, which is where my cousin lives.
Well, I would like to remove 2 points for the red team for raining on my parade, regardless of whether or not they were actually doing the right thing by telling the truth. They've lost.
No, I was still playing July's Knowledge.
So, this has got very confusing. We need you to decide, though, who entertained you more. Was it the blue team with Art Critic, or was it the red team with
July's Knowledge, which I continue to play? It's a game that was founded in America in 1894.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. By Miranda July.
I like Miranda July. I like her books.
Yeah.
They're very good. I like her films.
Can I have a point for making a film reference?
You can, because I don't think Miranda July does get the acknowledgement that she deserves.
Ridiculous.
Nice.
I'm just going to Google Miranda July.
Ridiculous.
John, you better not be complaining because I will take points off. I don't care anymore. The rules are out the window.
Oh, look, Toby's having a drink of milk.
Oh,
Ah, it's adorable. Good
good
distraction.
Toby.
That's
Aw,
not
I
me.
hope the blue team wins.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, I moved the chat back and now it's behind. It's
According to Wikipedia, her parents are Richard Grosinger. One parent. That is fascinating.
Wow. He's like
Must have
he's
been
like
a snail.
an Olympian god of some kind.
well,
Just like
the
popping
votes.
the kid
The
out.
votes that have come in so far were for the blue team, and then someone suggested 8 points for Toby, and now they're just talking about Toby. So I'm going to assume that the blue team won that for the few points they got. So that's 5 points to the blue team, Felix, and another 8 points for Toby.
Okay.
And then let's recap the scores because I don't know what's going on anymore.
Fair enough. Toby has 18 points. The red team has 5 points, and the blue team has 13 tiny points.
There we go. So who won that? Who actually won that? Blue. Who's the
Blue team, yeah.
blue team? What would you like to play for the final game, the final chance to score points?
We would like to play Waiter, Waiter, please.
Game of Waiter, Waiter. Excellent. So what we need from the audience, from our lovely viewers at home, occupations, jobs that people might have, or things that you wouldn't like to find in some soup. So it could be a job, it could be a thing you might find in your house or your garage or your place of work. Anything, basically, stuff. Just write some stuff. And we'll use them in the scene. So this goes a lot like a traditional waiter, waiter joke. So it might go, waiter, waiter, there's a fly in my soup. And the other player would say a funny punchline like, ha ha, well, tell him to buzz off. Ha 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 ha. Jokes. By the way, the Groner Fowl suspended because this show is already at dangerous risk of running over. Let's go to the suggestions, see what we have. Oh, lots of suggestions already. We seem to get a lot more suggestions when I just say write stuff. Anything specific, so that's good. Let's go with Cat. I think Improv Ref is going to be slightly too self-referential. I think once you break the fourth wall that much and get that meta, itself is destroyed. I'm going to start, though, with an egg whisk, or just whisk. There's a whisk in your soup. Off you go.
Waiter, waiter, there's an egg whisk in my soup.
Oh, okay. That, John. Hey, waiter, there's a whisk in my soup.
I say that bit, don't I?
No, John.
Okay.
I set it up. You do the punchline. Put your hand up, and I'll come to you. Good. This is going well, isn't it? It's going well. Kate. Waiter, Kate. There's a whisk in my soup.
Ugh, that chef. He's gonna get a beating.
Hey, that's how it's done. Waiter Toby, there's a whisk in my soup.
Meow. Would you prefer something else?
Thank you, Toby. That's a point for Toby. A point for Toby, that one, Felix. Waiter Kate, there's a whisk in my soup.
Oh, hello, it's my favorite customer, Sylvia. Yes, there is a whisk in your soup. Sorry about it. Utensil?
Oh, the journey was not as good as the destination. Waiter John, there's a whisk in my soup.
Let me rotate that out for you.
Yeah. Waiter Chris, there's a whisk in my soup.
I'm sorry, I will whisk it away. Straightforward but solid.
Absolutely. Oh no, this is bad. Has actually happened to us after a show once. Light bulbs. There's now a light bulb in your soup. Waiter Chris, there's a light bulb in my soup.
Oh, I'm sorry, an idea fell out of my head.
Kate, waiter Kate, there is a light bulb in my soup.
Oh, that chef! I'm gonna suck it to him.
Waiter John, there is a light bulb in my soup.
Thank you for eating at Lumen's restaurant.
It's a technical reference. Waiter Lucas, there is a light bulb in my soup.
What?
Ha ha! There we go. People were worried about you, by the way, Lucas, because you disappeared. They thought Toby might have turned and eaten you. Let's go with fish. There is some fish in your soup. Some fish in your soup. Waiter John, there's some fish in my soup.
It's fish soup. Now leave.
That's mean. Waiter Chris, there's fish in my soup.
Oh, I'm sorry. This order was for famous actress Halle Berry. Halle, but I've got your soup here. Halle.
Yeah. Waiter Kate, there's a fish in my soup.
Oh, sure, but it's just perched on the side of your bowl.
Oh, we're going to leave it there. So, that was
Toby's had one more.
Okay. Wait, he's gone.
You will tell the joke, hang on.
Well, whilst you wait for that joke, Felix is going to add up the points. Felix, you might as well just add the point on to Toby already.
Okay.
Quality of the joke. Waiter Toby, there is a fish in my soup.
Meow, yum, fish.
Right, Felix, please
Toby,
do the scores.
Oh my goodness. Well, the red team walked forwards 5 times, giving them 10 points. Can we beat Toby? Oh no, I put a picture over the front. But they got 1, 2, 3, 4 points, which means that Toby wins!
Toby wins, followed by the blue team, then the red team. For anyone who still thinks that the scores matter to them, and Felix had to completely ruin his beautiful scoreboard. So well done. Toby just distracting me now. So thank you everyone for sticking around to watch the madness this week. It definitely feels like we've been in lockdown for 8 or 9 weeks at this point. You can tell because we've all gone slightly mad and my hair is falling out. So thank you for sticking around and watching. So round of applause to our audience, round of applause to our players. Don't forget, we are doing shows all next week. Monday at 7 we release another show from the archives, which is a very special, royally good Edinburgh Fringe show. So there's a clue as to what that one might be. Then Wednesdays at 7, Fridays 12:30, Saturdays 7 p.m. we have shows, which means we have another show tomorrow night 7 p.m. British Standard Time, British Summer Time even, and you can watch that. Shows are free to watch, but donations gratefully received. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the icon, the bell icon, to get notifications for when shows go live. So thank you for sticking around. I'll stick all that information in the chat. But Felix, play us out.
Today you have seen Toby the Cat. We've seen Kate McCabe, Chris Tavener, John Cooper, Lucas Kirkby, And your ref today was Sean Mason. I've been Felix Janeway. Thank you for coming.